kundishungurudza, rega kunditambudza, asi rega kundirova kani baba vevana, rega kundishungurudza, rega kunditambudza. Sana kana tichiwerekeza towisisana woni mama levano ingati nowisisana kana tichiwerekeza soro musara wemba timama hayo tinofumaini handirame
The Global 16 Days of Activism Against Gender-Based Violence is an international campaign to challenge all forms of violence against women and girls. The campaign runs every year from 25 November, the International Day for the Elimination of Violence Against Women, to 10 December, the Human Rights Day. Today on Proudly Able, we give you a special episode to commemorate the 16 days of activism against gender-based violence. The Proudly Able presenter, Ratidzo Muchairi, is a victim of gender-based violence that left her blind.
I lost my sight, if I remember quite well, it was 19 July 2013. It was due to severe migraine headaches. Basically, it was caused by, to an extent, my gender-based violence. Someone who was in a marriage, a lot of fighting, and things were not moving quite well. And at that point, there was one person who was too reserved. I wouldn't tell anyone what was happening. Everything was just piling up. That ended up me having migraine headaches. I would have my attacks, and I collapse. Waking up the next morning, or waking up after 2 days in the hospital. So when the doctors were busy concentrating on my migraine headaches, unfortunately, my eyes, I lost my sight. They're saying kuti musoro wakastraina tsinga dzinounza light kumaziso, and tsinga dzacho dzikava paralyzed. So that was the end of my sight.
A white wedding is every girl's dream, and Ratidzo was no exception. She, her family and friends ate and danced on her special day. But little did they know that this was the beginning of a miserable journey that was to cost Ratidzo her eyesight.
I was married and I wedded in 2005. It was October. And what hurts me the most is when I lost my sight, I was with my husband, Taito Garatese, and apparently this happened when SA. I had to come home to try and run around. Husband yangu later on followed. I think it was, I left South Africa in July, he came back, iyakazotera mna September. I think paka uyao kanoti he chickened out, kanoti was frustrated and akatadza kugamuchira what the doctors had said kuti it was untreatable. Hazvichagadzirisiki situation yacho payakanga yave. Yes, they were saying kuti tinogona kungoedzawo, but mari dzacho dzaitaurwa ipapo. At that point my family could not afford it. He went back and promised kuti anoenda kunoshandawo so that we'll be able to take care of the family since anga munhu wana akushanda. But what pains me the most is when he went back for good. Up to now, he doesn't even know my number. He doesn't even call me. He doesn't even talk to me. And izivi kuti denial here, accept here, any trauma here. What he's thinking whatsoever, I don't know. But I had to put all that behind me so that I can get back on a life young.
Most married women suffer in silence at the hands of their husbands, and the silence has seen many losing their lives and left some with disabilities. We are taking a short break. Please stay tuned. Losing her sight was devastating to her and her family members. In her mind, she had become useless and irrelevant to the society. After a lot of counseling, Ratidzo finally discovered herself and started believing that she can still fulfill her dreams despite her disability.
I had a lecture from my father. At one time he told me that life in a sequence in a bank entry. You know, when you're entering door per bank, ukapinda, if you don't close the door behind you, the one in front of you won't open. So, you know, that basically told me that for me to enter the new life, I had to close the door behind me. And closing the door behind me was not an easy thing to do, honestly. It was just something else. But I had to accept it and close the door behind me so that I could open the door in front of me and move on. So apparently right now I can just say I've opened the door in front of me. Like you have seen, I'm now able to do my house chores, do everything on my own. I'm even into charity work. I work with the blind because when I went for rehab, I was rehabilitated at the Bulawayo Public Library. I met some few guys there. That's where I did my rehab. I met some other guy who's also blind. He's the one who taught me mobility, how to move on my own, navigate my way, how the blind, the things that they use, the landmarks, how they mark their roads, how they know they've come to an end of the road, how they know they should cross the road, how to use my sense of hearing, my sense of smell, even my sense of feeling, everything I was taught by other fellow friends. I'm now a different person. I now have self-confidence. I'm even proud of myself. I'm happy. I'm a happy woman. I don't want to lie. I'm now a happy person. Why? Because maybe I've accepted my situation and done whatever I think. I'm trying my best to live a life, a happy life, despite being not sighted.
God created love to be a beautiful thing, but unfortunately for some, it is the source of so much trauma and sadness. Women usually get into love with all their heart and they expect the same from their partners.
Kukuda kwandaita moyo wangu wandapa nakubira undifat kwete kundishungurut faro wangu zese zangu ndiwe uchandiba wazibira here chabe wangu here moyo wangu unoera moyo wangu watisa unoyera moyo wangu, moyo wangu unoyera, moyo wangu unoyera, sasa shungurudza moyo wangu unoyera, sasa tambisa moyo wangu unoyera, moyo wangu unoyera, moyo wangu unoyera, sasa shungurudza moyo wangu unoyera, sasa tambisa moyo wangu unoyera. Handidi kupetera nguva kusochema, handidi saso shungurudza moyo wangu.
Education is every human's basic right, but in this modern era, some parents are still marrying their girl child at a young age. Let's give the girl child the same opportunities as the boy child.
Ngizofika ngezeni emendweni bazali bami, kodwa mina ngisemncane. I'm only 13, going for 14, but you want me to get married? No, no, I'm not ready for that. No, no, I'm not ready for that. No to early marriage. No to early marriage. No to child marriage. No, 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 no. No to early marriage. No to early marriage. No to child marriage. No, 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 no. Bagara pasivuka kurunga kundiruza, inini ndinoda kudzidza, hanzi ati sisina pfuma. My mommy disagrees with daddy, but she got no choice. Hanzi charungwa na baba. It's final. No to early marriage. No to early marriage. No to child marriage. No, 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 no. No to early marriage. No to early marriage. No, no to child marriage. No, 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 no.
Chipo Muchegwa is a talented musician, and she is a victim of lies and deceit herself. She mostly sings about her experience with regards to relationships.
Chinonzirudo, Chico, Chinonzirudo, Chico, Chinonzirudo, Chico, Chinonzirudo, Chico, Chinonzirudo, Chi, Wana Chinonzirudo, Chico, Chinonzirudo, Chi, Wana Chinonzirudo, Chico.
According to statistics, in Zimbabwe, 22 women and girls are raped daily. The perpetrators are usually close and trusted relatives who are left in the care of the young girls and sometimes staying with them. A real man does not raise a hand to his loved one, but he has true love and respect for her. Let's eliminate gender-based violence and replace it with love. With that, we have come to the end of this special edition of Proudly Able. It's goodbye for now and stay blessed.